Tonight I'm going to be doing a shepherd's pie, and it's not a full shepherd's pie or a real shepherd's pie. It's half lamb and half beef in this recipe. A shepherd's pie would be all lamb, a cottage pie would be all beef. This is a version that I did find off the internet, and it seems to work out really well. It's really simple to make, and I hope you guys like it. Alright, so to get started on the meat portion of the shepherd's pie here, what I have here is about a medium diced onion. I have about a tablespoon of ketchup, tablespoon of olive oil and butter, tablespoon of butter. I have some about 2 teaspoons of freshly chopped rosemary. I have about a teaspoon of paprika and about an 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon. For the meat, I have a pound of lamb and a pound of ground beef, and this is about 85-15. And I also have some russet potatoes going, about 2 pounds. Actually, I think I have about 2 3/4 pounds of russet potatoes. I basically just cubed them up into even-sized pieces, and I have them boiling off to the side here. And when we get to the mashed potato topping on it, I'll give you the ingredients for that part. I'm also going to be adding about 12 ounces of frozen peas and carrots to this. You'll see it in the mix. So let's get started. Alright, so I got my olive oil and butter in on medium-high heat. Just going to wait for the butter to melt here. Okay, that's about good. I'm going to go ahead and get my onion started. Go ahead and get this sauteed up. I'm going to do about 2-3 minutes, maybe 4, just to get this started, and then I'll go ahead and add the meat. Again, I do have my potatoes going right there. That's 2 3/4 pounds of russet potatoes. Yukon Gold work really well on this too. And when we get to getting those mashed up, I'll get the ingredients for you for that one. So back to our onions here. Alright, so it's been about 2 or 3 minutes here. I'm going to go ahead and get our meat in there. And again, this is a pound each of lamb and beef. The lamb, I believe, was 85-15, and as well as the beef was 85-15. Go ahead and get this browned up. Alright, so this is our mixture, almost there. You can see there's a lot of moisture down at the bottom. I want to try to cook it until that moisture is gone. So we're almost there. Okay, so our meat is cooked down really nicely. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and add my flour. It's about a 1/3 cup or so flour. I'm going to cook this down 3 to 4 minutes. Get that flour taste cooked out. Okay, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add my my herbs. Another thing I mentioned was some garlic, about 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. Get those herbs and the garlic in there. Now you can see that fond developing at the bottom of pan here, which is what I want to see. Go ahead and get the edges, the sides scraped down here. Now at this point I'm going to go ahead and add 2.5 cups of water. You can also use stock if you want. I don't happen to have any stock on me right now. Water works just fine. Go ahead and add our ketchup. We'll let it come back up to a simmer. Okay, so on to our potatoes. Again, I got about 2 3/4 pounds of russet potatoes. To that I'm going to add 1 egg yolk with a couple tablespoons of milk. Going to add about a tablespoon of butter. Got about a 1/4 cup here of cream cheese. That in there, and then I got about 4 ounces or 1/4 pound of some really good Irish cheddar. A little bit of salt and pepper to taste. That's about it. I'm going to go ahead and get that mashed up. And that is quick and easy, our mashed potato toppings for our shepherd's pie. I'll just go ahead and set this aside, put a lid on it just to keep it somewhat warm. And I'm waiting for my meat mixture here to reduce a little bit. I was thinking it was just a little too wet. I want to make sure it's nice and tight, so when I put it into a baking dish, it holds. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and give this a quick taste for seasoning. Alright, that's perfect. The Irish cheese is awesome. And I'm using Kerrygold Dubliner Irish cheddar on this. I know it's pretty easy to find in grocery stores. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get a lid on this, set this to the side until we're ready, and let's check on our meat mixture. Okay, at this point you can see how thick this got. So I turned off the heat, and I'm going to go ahead and add in my peas and carrots. Give that a toss. Alright, let's go ahead and get our mixture spooned into our casserole dish. This here's a 3-quart casserole dish. I'm not sure the size. 9 by 11, 9 by 12. All I know is this one works perfectly. Get this spread out evenly. go ahead and get our potato topping on. Now basically I just dollop this around evenly. We'll worry about making it look pretty in a minute here. Right now I'm just trying to get this spread out evenly. This is not a very wet mashed potato because we want this to set up when it cooks. So it's a little bit harder to spread. So by doing this method, as you'll see here in a minute, will make life a lot easier. I just come back with a fork and just start spreading it around evenly. Make sure to get to the edges here. Turn it around. As you can see, it spreads on or spreads across real nicely with the fork. Any spot that you see looks thin, just bring some over to fill it in. Doesn't have to be perfect. And there you have it. We will get this in the oven for about 20-25 minutes or so until the top is nice and golden brown. We'll pull it and let it rest for a few minutes to set up. You don't want to cut into it right out of the oven. It'll just fall apart on you. Alright, let's get this into the oven. Alright, let's get this in. Again, I got 375. This is going to go in for 25-30 minutes until golden brown. And we'll check on it then. Alright guys, so here's the shepherd's pie fresh out of the oven. It's still bubbling. It was in there for a little bit longer than 30 minutes. It was about maybe 45 minutes. It wasn't browning up as much as I wanted to. You can see there it's nice and bubbling. We're going to want to let this sit for 15 minutes or so. I know you're tempted to bust right in there, man, but this thing will just fall apart on you. So we do need it to set up. It's got a real nice crust on it. We'll give it 15-20 minutes or so, let this set up properly, and we'll cut into it. See you then. Alright, so it's rested for about 20 minutes now. I'm going to go ahead and cut into it. So there is my shepherd's pie. Let's go ahead and let me grab a fork here. Potato topping is nice and set up. Meat is nice and creamy. That's really good. You guys give it a try and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.